The Kentucky Wildcats will attempt to become the first team since the 1976 Indiana Hoosiers to go through an entire season unbeaten. They have a very good chance to do so, given the region they've been placed in. Kentucky is the only favorite here. They play in the Southeastern Conference, a league without a lot of other top teams. The Wildcats are going to be doubted by some just because they've been playing in the SEC for the past 2.5 months. So their return to the non-conference environment of the NCAA tournament may be a challenge. The Wildcats pounded Kansas and North Carolina and other quality teams back in November and December, so the idea that Kentucky is unproven beyond the SEC is not accurate. The problem might be more that the Wildcats got dragged down to the SEC's level of play and find it hard to get back up. Kentucky's collective stats reflect a lot of games against SEC teams. Yet even if SEC play created these statistics, they're still impressive on a national scale. Kentucky is at or near the top 50 in overall shooting percentage and 2-point percentage, in the top 20 in terms of points scored per possession, and they are number 1 in the nation in points allowed per possession. Their defense is overwhelming and has been that way all season long. The Wildcats have so much size in the paint, with Willie Cauley-Stein protecting the rim and Karl Anthony Towns as a low post enforcer who is impossible to move out of his spot. Trey Lyles adds depth, as does Dakari Johnson. On the perimeter, Devin Booker and Andrew Harrison give Kentucky competent three-point shooting and the team's 2 double-digit scores. There's a chance that Maryland could become a thorny team in this region. What's fascinating about Maryland is that the stats say that this team isn't very good. The Terrapins are outside the top 120 in shooting, outside top 130 in 2-point shooting, and in the top 90 in 3-point shooting. This team does very well at the foul line, placing in the top 35 in free throw shooting. This team is okay in some other metrics, the top 80 in both points per possession and points allowed per possession. Maryland finished worse in some other categories, outside the top 100 in turnovers per game, and outside the top 250 in assists per game. The Terrapins were a top 50 team in terms of shooting defense, as they placed in the top 80 in 2-point defense and the top 70 in 3-point defense. This team was weak on the boards, outside the top 210 in rebounding percentage. Why did this team manage to get a number 4 seed? Maryland finished 11-1 in games decided by 6 points or fewer. When a team learns how to win like that, it demands respect. This is Kentucky's region to lose, and it would be a huge surprise if anyone else won the region. That's the simple and obvious betting play here. Our pick is Kentucky. For our pick, more information and statistics on this game and every other this week, check out the Bang the Book Betting Center. And remember that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.